Welcome to Flash Tutorial 17A Mouse Wheel Scroll Loop. It's a follow-up to Flash Tutorial 17 Mouse Wheel Scroll, and that's what I have on my computer right now. I'm just going to tell you what is here. I imported a picture, an image. I imported it and I centered it on the stage on the x-axis, and if I hide the picture, you can see the stage behind it. See? So I have the picture centered X and Y on that stage. I made this picture a movie clip. So about my library, there's a movie clip called Lake. There it is. And if you want to do that, go right ahead. That's all I'm going to really use from this tutorial 17 mouse wheel scroll. I'm going to open the action panel, and because it's done quite a bit different, I'm going to delete all the action script here and start from scratch. So I'm just deleting that, and I'm just going to put all the new code in and go through it, what's here, and then give you an explanation of the code, of the changes. Import, that will turn purple, IMPORT, flash, period, events, period, mouse events, there's a capital M and a capital E, semicolon, that turns blue if it's spelt right. Then it says stage, period, add event listener, capital E, capital L, that turns blue. There's an open bracket, mouse event, period, that's a capital M, capital E, that turns blue, period. Mouse underscore wheel, that is all uppercase. Then there's a comma, and I'm calling the function mouse zoom, M-O-U-S-E-Z-O-O-M, close bracket, semicolon, and here we're calling that function up. Function, F-U-N-C-T-I-O-N, turns purple. Mouse zoom, that's that mouse zoom word there. Open bracket, E, colon, mouse event, capital M, capital E, close bracket, colon, void. Void and function are the same color. And there's an open curly bracket here, and as you start to type, you're going to get another closed curly bracket, and that's way down here, but we'll talk about that in a few minutes. So open curly bracket. The first thing I want to do is see which way the wheel is turning, and that's called delta. So if open bracket, E, period, delta turns blue, is greater than 0, close bracket, so I got an open bracket here and a closed bracket here. Here's the open curly bracket for this if. This one here is for the function, this one here is for the if. There's a trace. You don't need to put that in. That's only if you have problems and help you try to find a problem. So, Lake underscore MC, that's the name of the movie clip. Period. Y, it's Y coordinates, that's up and down. Plus equals 20, semicolon. This tells me how much it moves. If you want it to move faster, make this number bigger. If you want it to move slower, make this number smaller. And I'm just going to trace this coordinate and Y to make sure it's working. So trace, T-R-A-C-E, turns blue. Open bracket, Lake underscore MC, period, Y. That's that. Close bracket, semicolon. So if the delta is moving, it'll move the thing up or down, depending on which way you move it there. Also, at the same time, here's the limits that we're going to put on it. If, at the same time, Lake, open bracket, Lake underscore MC, period, Y, is greater than or equals to 428, close bracket. I'll show you how I get that in a minute. So for right now, you can just write 428 in. And here's the open bracket for this if. Here's the open curly bracket for this F. There's the closed curly bracket for this F. So open curly bracket, Lake underscore MC, period, Y, equals minus 36, semicolon, close curly bracket. And here, this is the closed curly bracket for this if. So if I look at that, there's a closed curly bracket and a closed curly bracket. Now, you could copy all of this right to there and paste it in and just make some changes, but I'm going to go through it just as I have it. So now this is for the other direction. Up here it was when delta was greater than 0. Now we've got delta less than 0. So if open bracket E period delta is less than 0, 0 close bracket, open curly bracket, lake underscore MC period Y minus equals 20 semicolon. So we're going to go in the opposite direction. We're tracing open bracket lake underscore MC period Y close bracket semicolon so we can see the actual numbers in case it doesn't move and the numbers move, then we got a different problem. Here's the if. That tells it when to start the loop it again. If open bracket lake underscore MC period Y is less than or equal to minus 36, that means it's way, way, way up the top of the page as far as it go. There's the open curly bracket for this if. We then say lake underscore MC period Y equals 428. I'll show you where that comes from in a minute. Semicolon. There's the closed curly bracket for this if. There's a closed curly bracket for this if. And there's the closed curly bracket for the function. So right quick, there's an open curly bracket here, an open curly bracket here, an open curly bracket here. So that's 3 opens. There's a close and there's a close. There's another open curly bracket, close curly bracket, close curly bracket, close curly bracket. I just want to see if this works, and then I'll explain to you some things. Okay, before I make the explanation, I want to show you where I got those values that I had. If I open it up here, I have one here of 428 there, 428. I have a minus 36. Okay, a minus 36 and a 428. So if I go back to my timeline, and I unlock the layer that the picture is on, that's this movie clip. If I have this layer unlocked and I click right here, I can see the outside of that movie clip and I can see there's the stage behind it. So what we want to do is, I'm going to click this again, is while this is highlighted, open this properties panel up here and notice, I got to click it again, notice that the y coordinates of mine is 200. So you want to write that down. If I take and just use my arrow key and bring it all the way up, 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 till it just reaches this line here. Make sure this is selected. It's got a little dot here and it's got blue around it. Open the properties panel. There's the movie clip, and this is where I got my, if I did it, I actually got it when I did it minus 36, because I'm just slightly off. So that's where your, whatever you have here, is that's what you'll put where I told you to put minus 36. If I go the other way, bring it down, 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 come down. I'm using the arrow key because I don't want to use my mouse because I might move it left or right and I don't want to take it off center. And here's all the way down. Again, it's selected. I can see the blue around it. And before I got 428, I got 426. So when you get your action code, there's where you'll put those values. There'll be the one around the 400, there'll be the minus and the 400. So how does this work? When I do this here, the thing's going to move down the page. Down, 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 down the page, down the page. And as long as it's moving down the page, it won't reach 428. And it will keep moving down the page. Eventually, it's going to reach 428 or greater than. At that time, it says, I want to loop it back to the beginning. And the beginning is this minus 36, where it's way up high in the sky. So it flips back to minus 36 and continues to move down the page each time, moving back up. This is just the opposite. This is when I'm scrolling and it's going up, it's going up, it's going up. As it goes up, it goes less positive, so that means it goes in the negative direction. Eventually it'll reach minus 36, at which time this test will be true, and it will jump it back to the top of the page way up so it can keep coming down and repeating itself. Now there's one more thing before we test it, is we got to put this back to the proper position. So select the layer that has the picture on it, click on the picture, it's highlighted, open the properties panel, and I'm all the way down, and I told you to write a number down, and mine was 200. Enter, and now the picture's back where it is. and this should work. Test movie test. I scroll forward and it drops down the page, and when it gets to the top of the page, there it is. Then we're back to the water. I keep doing it. Back to the water. If I go the other way, I go the other way, and I go the other way. Okay. I hope you learned something from this short tutorial, and I hope you use what you learn.